Happy Sunday, everybody. This is Gullang from Suzanne Jean Flutes. Today, I wanted to take a couple minutes to introduce you to a new type of wood that I just started working with. I've been talking about this wood on Facebook recently. I just posted a couple of pictures today of a blank that I had actually just shaped down this morning. And I wanted to tell you a little bit about this incredible wood that I came across. Now, this wood here is wood that I came across strictly by accident one day about maybe 3 weeks ago when I was walking through my woodcraft store over in Woodridge, Illinois, just looking for regular woodworking equipment like glue and everything like that, and get over to the wood section, and they had this piece of wood there unlike anything that I've ever seen before. I've never seen anything like this wood before. It was like a blondish wood that had like different colors flowing through it, blue, green, yellow. I mean, it was incredible looking. And so I asked the guy at the store what the wood was. He says, oh, we just started carrying this wood. It's called Canarywood. So I took it home, shaped it into a blank, routed out, and just shaped it down on my lathe behind me here a little while ago. Now, just to tell you flute makers out there who have your really extravagant shops with your lathes and your routers and your saws and all the incredible things that you use for making some of the magic that you make with your flutes, if I were to lift this phone here right now and if I were to show you what is behind me here as far as my shop, I think you guys would be a little shocked because you see on the other side here of my shop is where I park my car. In other words, guys, I'm working out of my garage. So I don't really have anything special or extravagant, just enough to get by with what I'm making here, which is actually what I really wanted to do all along. I'm more of a hobbyist more than anything else, unlike you guys out there who've been at this stuff for like 20, 30 years. But I wanted to show you the flute that I made here today because, again, this thing is incredible. Now, this flute here, this is the Canarywood. Now, I really wish that I could get a close-up here of this thing so you could really see what this looks like. From where you're sitting right now, it probably looks like maybe a piece of Alaskan yellow cedar. And it does when you first look at it, until you look at it close up. And that's when you really see the intricate colors going through it, the blues, the greens, and everything like that. Now, let me tell you something about this wood. This wood here shapes, turns, and sands better than cedar. Now, I know I'm making a heck of a claim there, but I just did this thing a little while ago, and you wouldn't believe how fast it took me to shape this flute on the lathe. And then to sand this thing, I mean, my gosh, this thing is like sanding butter. It's incredibly smooth, and the end result is like, I can't believe it. It's incredible. And I'm really impressed with the daylights of how this thing turned out. Now, what I have here right now is I have just my test block up here more thing. This is not the actual block of what I'm going to put in the flute. I am going to eventually create a special type of block for this thing. And matter of fact, I'll be talking about that in a second. But what I wanted to demonstrate for you guys right now is how this flute sounds. I mean, this thing sounds absolutely amazing. Listen to this, please. Now, I tuned this flute to the chord of F just not even 15 minutes ago. And what I'm going to do with this flute is, unlike other flutes that I've put out before, that I've put different embellishments on. I've put like designs, wood burnings, medallions, and things like that. This one here, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put a special block on it that I've already got in mind what I'm going to carve, but that's it. And the reason why is because this particular flute, I really want people to appreciate how the wood is going to look as well as how it's going to sound. I mean, I cannot wait to put finish on this thing because when I put the finish on here, if it does what it normally does when I put it on red cedar, this thing is going to really enhance the color of this flute, and it's going to bring out all the colors I was talking about earlier, and it's going to look absolutely fantastic. So, I mean, this is a wood that, again, I just came across that I cannot recommend enough to other flute makers out there. If you want to find out more about this wood, go on to the website at woodcraft.com and look up Canarywood, and you'll see the wood out there. You'll see how you can go ahead and you can order it online. I order all my wood from Woodcraft Online. These guys are fantastic, real good prices, really good wood. But again, this is a wood that you guys have got to work with if you haven't worked with it already. It is an amazing wood. It's a wonderful wood. I mean, I cannot recommend this wood enough. It is a spectacular wood to work with, and I'm sure in the hands of some of you guys who've been doing this a lot longer than I have, guys like Brent Haynes and Keith Stafford and Dana Ross. I mean, I can't, if you guys were to get your hands on this wood, you could create some incredibly magical instruments. So I'm really recommending this wood to you guys today, and I cannot urge you enough to get your hands on it and start creating some incredible looking flutes with it. I mean, again, this is fantastic wood. You will love it. Again, it's called Canarywood. So I just wanted to share that with everybody today, and I will have this flute out on eBay pretty soon, and when I do have it out there, I will let everybody know. So until then, I hope everybody's having a fantastic weekend, and you all take care. Again, this is Carl Gullang from Suzanne Jean Flute saying, you guys have a great day. Take care now.